closer I get to you, girl. You too, boy. All of y'all. The closer I get to you, and the more you make me see. By giving you all you got, your love has captured me. Yeah, so it's 7:10, right? I'm not much of a concentrates girl, you know. I'm more of a flower girl in every aspect of the word, in every sense of the ideal of someone being a flower girl outside of actual chronological age. But you know, since I have been able to venture out a little bit more, and as life continues to happen, as I continue to develop as a sidebar advocate, I might need to shake this up a little before I can stir it like that. It look nasty, don't it? It look like boo-boo juice. I assure you, it is not boo-boo juice. I decided to drink it all now because I needed to drink it while it's very palatable. Cause that's not gonna be good if I allow it to sit at room temperature. And y'all pardon the yellowness of my teeth. I take issue with it, but so does my budget. So if it bothers you enough, put some money in the tip jar and I'll get those puppies whitened up for you, okay? Yeah, so yeah, like I was saying, it's 7:10 and I may as well make this my GROWNtokes session, right? Let me go ahead and talk about a couple of the things that just snatch my interest very quickly relative to what these sessions are about. And so, you know, in general, and shout out to concentrate users, you know, more power to y'all. Y'all will continue to gradually appreciate bitches like me more and more as you continue to indulge, because we are going to be the bitches that you can smoke with, and we are not going to smoke up all your stuff. That's not going to happen. We're going to be able to enjoy it and appreciate it without overindulging, and we don't need concentrates to get the job done. Yeah, so it occurs to me that I encourage y'all to carry on as you are, because y'all gonna love to invite a flower girl to your party, cause she gonna be lit, and it's not gonna take much for her to be that way, and still be the life of the party. You'd be like, girl, that crazy ass bitch that popped up this party last night, you mean to tell me she only uses flour? You mean to tell me that bitch don't use concentrates? Like at all ever? Man. But yeah, bitch, she don't get down. Yeah, I'll be invited to all the parties. People that want me to come and represent, I'll be there. The bad news is this hurts my chances of being able to judge at a festival ever. Like, they're not gonna let me judge at a festival. Or will they? Will y'all still count that? Can I still judge at a festival? If I'm only trying, flour? Festival production crews, y'all hit me up and let me know. Is that still an option? I still haven't been blessed with the opportunity to judge at the first festival. Much less be talking about, y'all let me know, can I still judge at the festival? Like, I be there every year and everybody, my phone ringing off the hook during festival time for me to come and judge at whatever. Anyway. Yeah, so, there was this news article, child. And first of all, I couldn't believe they got these bitches to post this shit. This shit is like Shea Moisture coming to pimp you hoes all over again. That's what it's like, right? Like, black bitches, my sisters gotta do better. You gotta use your basic mind for me. Not for me, for you. Because I technically don't care, but the thing is, you're gonna procreate, and those babies I care about. But I'm not allowed to intervene, because in this particular country, you don't need a license to lay on your back and procreate willy-nilly. Ultimately, you really are not held accountable for the little bastards that you destroy, that you bring into this world and destroy. behind your childish decisions. And nobody could tell you shit because you were of adult age, so you could roll your neck and be like, I'm grown. I'ma do what I'ma do. I'm just expressing my sexuality as a woman. I should be free to do that. And in the name of that, you done fucked up a child's life, so they can be past the torture fuckery too. Okay, I went too far. Let me back up. So parenting, do better. But yeah, so there was an article. All right, you can't bullshit me, right? My eyes are open, especially this one. This motherfucking article. And normally I would say something under this, but I just felt helpless. I was like, nobody's thinking. They don't even have to make it make sense anymore. People just gonna buy it. They're gonna go for the Okeydoke. The Okeydoke is on sale, and you buying it just because it's on sale. You don't even need it. You don't use it. You don't have no use for it. But they told you, hey, they're having a sale on Okeydokes, and you got to get one. You don't even know what the original price is. All you know is you getting a deal, and you buy it. Buy into the Okeydoke. Okay. I'm sorry. Y'all know I got to squeeze a sheeple rant in there somewhere. Some kind of brainwashed sheeple rant about what society is. That's how I get it off my chest. That's what keeps me from being committed somewhere, hunty. Hunty. You're going to see why this article got me hyped and people's interpretation of it. Well, those of you with common sense who sometimes use it. Okay, so I'm sure I have a clip. I'm pretty sure I took a picture of it at the time. But the article was saying how, a lot of the legalization and promotion is centered around the system's ability to test the cannabis with their testing facilities and their testers and all that. I'm gonna keep going. We're gonna act like that's legit, okay? So, in the process of legalization, things have to be tested. Well, in the test that they were going to I don't know if it was FBI, DEA, but in the reasons they couldn't use the results of their testing was because the THC levels in the pot was too low, so there wasn't enough to test, and also it was too moldy. The testing subject plants were too moldy. When I saw that headline, I immediately thought, surely no one's going to buy this bullshit. Surely no one's going to buy this bullshit. And I'm like, I'm not even going to put a comment under this thread, because I don't want someone like a regular real person who calls themselves an advocate to have a conversation with me like this is real. Right? Because I can't take it. I can't take it to believe that you're supposed to be an advocate of this very thing. And you sat here and ate this obviously bullshit story, none of which pieces of the puzzles match. Like, you talking to me like this actually, like there was actually any... that already tells me we can't have no conversation about this. Because you bought into that Okeydoke without even using your basic common sense. Your basic common sense, girl. And I mean that whether you're male or female, girl. So, let me just say, it's this group of females in their minority females. And they've started their organization as advocates of cannabis. So in the background, I'm cheering, but in the background, bitch, because I know I need to sit back and watch what I'm dealing with first, right? See what I'm dealing with first. These hoes, and I don't mean any disrespect when I'm calling them bitches and hoes right now, because number one, I encourage them as fellow advocates, okay? And the other thing I like about them is that they not selling they ass with every twist and turn with it. Why do you, like some females come and want to bond with me on a cannabis tip, and then I go to their page, and they got TNA all upside that motherfucker. Like, what exactly are you promoting? Like, what? We not fighting the same fight, bitch. I'm not going to take it to race. I'll go ahead and leave it in feminism, I guess, so to speak. Like, we not fighting the same fight if... and there's nothing with using your sexuality, even to sell. I'll go as far as to say that. But if at every twist, if your whole the promotion in terms of advocacy is revolved around sex at every fucking twist and turn, bitch, then that's why I haven't responded to you. If you try to contact with me on that tip, and no, please know that I was all for it. And I'm looking for that. I want someone that we could spread real knowledge and encourage people to really think for themselves so that they will know whatever appropriate step is next for them in their lives to stick a foot in the pool and also continue to help to uplift others. That's important in any struggle. From whatever the fight you fighting. The problem is everyone doing it in extremes. When you do it in extremes, all of that energy boomerangs, bitch. And you destroy yourself with such lack of knowledge and lack of willingness to be open to improve that lack of knowledge, to absorb more, because you know every fucking thing. And God forbid if you're a millennial on top of that. Oh boy, how did that rant squeeze in there? I'm feeling really, really nice. Shouldn't have gone there. But hey, my sessions aren't what you, if this is your first time joining me for a GROWNtokes session, now you know why we grown, okay? And now you also know why you will probably never see videos like mine again. Like, you know how you can stick people in a category? Oh, this person blogs, this person does makeup, this person smokes weed. And even when you take all those surface things, all of the different types of videos I might do, because they all going to be all smashed together. Every video really ends up me just venting about some real shit that I can't, I'm finna get emotional now. Some real shit that I can't express in public in general because people aren't thinking, like we won't be on the same page. We won't be on the same page because everyone's so extreme in whatever their fight is. Oh my God, I went so far, but that's what I do in a session. So, and I was about to get emotional anyway, so I need to bring myself up out of that bitch and use this meditation for what it's for on this channel. You know, because y'all gonna quit calling yourself an advocate in the name of your vagina and then thinking you could tap me on the shoulder and we gonna collaborate, because we are not really fighting for the same thing, little girl. And I know a couple of you are older than me, but if you're doing that, little girl, then, girl, all of you Felicias. So, okay, that went right. Anyway, this group of adult females, they may be women, and I respect what they advocate, because I can say in their case like again, there was no sex at every twist and turn. They were really advocates of cannabis use. Now I will say that the system still has their hand on one of their nuts as an organization. I'm going to presume, and the reason why I presume that is because they focus on specifically medicinal use. I think it's uncomfortable for black people that call themselves in that industry. It's uncomfortable for them to come out and say, no, I advocated for medicinal use only. And so that's why it's easy for us to find a medical problem, because everyone has one. But for us to find a medical problem, to have to, according to some professional, use it as medicine, you know, that's an easier route for a black person to take, especially in this country where they paint us a certain way. So I get that. But I'm going to say the system has a hand on one of their nuts in that way, because they don't just be coming out and say, no, fuck it. Okay, people that want it medicinally, definitely they should have priority, but grown-ass people should be able to do way, way, way more in the way of cannabis. Whatever they want. They should have way more flexibility to do whatever they want as recreation in the privacy of their own home, as the alcoholics that you continue to protect. The deadly, deadly alcoholics out there that you continue to protect. Grown-ass people should have the choice to be able to say, booze and cigarettes are dead motherfuckers. I think I'm going to go ahead and give cannabis a shot. And then have the best experience of my life, and no hangover, and you fully conscious of what you're really doing and saying. You just making choice whether you're going to be lax about censoring what you do or say in that condition. Much like alcohol, except you haven't poisoned yourself to death. You can still use your sense of logic You can still focus. You're not stumbling around. And if you do indica out, you did it consciously, and so you knew to have your ass next to or into a bed very soon after you ingested. Right? Right. But anywho, I got off of that again, didn't I? Okay, so about these sisters that have created an organization as advocates. They got themselves a podcast, and when they first got it, I listened to a piece of one. I wasn't impressed. They kind of, and I guess I should have listened to a few minutes more, but I didn't want them to fuck up the fantasy I had for myself for them as minority women doing things in the cannabis industry. So I didn't want them to fuck that, because I didn't want to not want to promote them. I wanted to promote them, but at the same time, I better not promote these bitches, because I know what's good and what's typical in human beings. So let me pull back until I know. You know, until my spirit tells me, rather. I pull back, and thank goodness I did. Because first of all, they posted something in regard to that article that I told you about. That I just showed you, hopefully, in this clip. I'm not even sure what the post read, because I was like, they better be posting this to call these motherfuckers out, right? They better not be posting this like we've made strides in the industry, because we are getting them to test it now. And unfortunately, these were the results of the test. As if we should believe that. You know, it occurs to me that some of you guys might think like they think. And I get it. It makes sense when you condition not to use your own mind. But this was my thinking about that article, y'all. And see, and because so many people would just buy it at surface value, because we've been trained to just believe what the media feeds us as real. I get, and it makes sense. I get that. When I read the title, I was like, first of all, if the DEA or FBI got a farm that they grow in pots so that they can test, you mean to tell me they grew something that they knew wasn't going to have enough THC in it to test? Is that what you're telling me? And if they picked a plant and it didn't have enough THC in it, they couldn't pick 7 more plants? Hopefully one of which would have some THC in it, enough THC in it. And if it doesn't, you need to hire new farmers, bitch. Get somebody that is grandmother, that can grow in any kind of plant, and get her to grow a couple for you. You'll have more viable plants to use than you had with how the whole farm that you now say doesn't have enough THC in it to test. And the ones that you did find that had enough, that was moldy. Moldy. Your whole pot farm, bitch, is moldy. You lost a whole orchard, nigga. And it's on the very pot that you was supposed to be testing to improve options and opportunities for further legalization. Them the 2 excuses you want to use with me, that it wasn't enough THC in them and that it was moldy. Okay, so now you know what they said, what the article essentially said. Okay, next thing I know, these girls, these adult sisters, posted that article and started talking about it like it was real. So I just exited the page. I didn't want to fuck up the fantasy I had for them being sensible sisters. Okay, backed out of there. Ooh, got out of there quick. So recently, they posted something about one of their podcasts again. So I was like, I got out of it last time when they almost fucked my fantasy up of them. I was like, but I got out of it. So I'm still rooting for them, right? So I was like, okay, they prime and experience. They, moved around a little bit, collaborated with different people. They getting to know the game. So maybe they podcast has stepped up, since before. So I was like, let me go check out this podcast, because if they doing a little commercial post for it, it must be a particularly good one, right? So I go to that podcast and I start listening. And I was like, these bitches know nothing. I was like, they don't know nothing. Now, on a supportive note, you gotta commend somebody that don't know nothing. It's like, I'm just gonna dive in, I'm just gonna dive right in. I don't know shit, but I'm gonna figure this out as I go. which is going to be hard to do if you don't use your own mind and you see a headline about some feds doing some testing on some pot, and the only thing they could come up with didn't have enough THC, and the rest of it was too moldy to test. I think that's a low-key ploy to introduce some options for people to complain about the new legal weed that they're getting in terms of it being moldy. Look, I don't know if I've had moldy pot or not, and I'm pretty sure moldy pot does not smoke as well as properly processed cannabis, but I'm also pretty sure that it probably still won't make you sick or kill you. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong on that. But that brings me to another discussion. So there was discussion. I heard discussion as if, okay, now the understanding is that people at dispensaries or growers or whatever, they use all their weak ass shit and their bum shit to break down for their concentrates or medicines, because you're not going to be looking at the bud, or to see what it looks like anyway. And this stuff is still good for medicine. And so now they are planting the idea that because you're using scrap weed for medicines, that medicines, of course you want medicine made with the best stuff out there. But if you have to risk your freedom to get your hands on your medicine in the first place, but the medicine is keeping you alive and functional in that life and in the quality of life, I don't think that you're going to be concerned if they made it with moldy weed or not. But that's just me. Because all that tells me is that you can get proper medicine from shit ass weed that would be equally valuable, whether it was made with great weed or not. But we all know that visuals are important to flower. So of course you want that to look better. But if you don't need to waste the waste, if the waste can be produced into something pricelessly valuable that can save literal lives, what's the motherfucking problem? There is no problem. So they're planting a seed for y'all to be like, oh, that's Rick Simpson oil, but it was made with, bad weed, moldy weed. It was made with whatever. Bitch, Rick made his on camera with some shit weed. And sticks and stems and shit. Can you imagine? Just think about who it would benefit to make you think that a very effective medicine was subpar based on which part or what kind of the plant you use, when the reality is it doesn't fucking matter as long as you get it in you to save your fucking life. That was a long rant about that. This is actually in love, albeit tough love. But I just hate to see people, y'all not think. But I know that's what the world is. So as I've said before, I realize where my lane is. My lane is not in one of popularity, because it would be nice. Because if I were popular in this society right here, that would mean that we made a 360. 180. And we on the road to the promised land, honey, because we finna be all love and peace and happiness in this bitch. That's what that would mean. But that's not the case. Okay? And so, and in my brutal honesty, I steps on toes. And when I step on toes, the flies will drop. You hear me? They will drop just like they came when they tasted the honey. They're gonna be like, oh, where'd that vinegar come from? Tough love, baby. I don't just sit back and enable it, but I do speak on it. But the reality is you can't go out and speak on it in public because the masses are so conditioned that you just gonna sound like you just talking a bunch of nonsense. Or you're gonna be perceived as pessimistic, or the other woke folks will be looking at you shaking their head like, we all been there. Where you want to get some message of some kind of truth and common sense logic out to the people. So you just blurt it out into the universe and hope somebody catch it. and it probably won't. Well, it'll probably catch like 2 people. 4 tops. But, that's what I was saying. But the thing is, that's my lane. My lane is just to share energy, exchange energies with those 4 people, because those 4 people, it's in them to be able to deal with these masses where I'm weak. I'm weak because I don't have it in me to deal with the masses. I don't have it in me. Because unless I just feel like playing mind games with the mindless on any given day, which I do. I do that regularly. It's fun. Y'all can see me do it on social media sometimes. I be fucking with these misparented kids out here, and they so predictable. You know which one's gonna do what. You know if it's somebody that if you say a certain thing, they ain't gonna be able to let that ride. They gonna be right there in 5 minutes responding to you. Girl, what this little girl do the other day? Some little girl was getting in trouble from her grandmother. So everybody was in the comments like, "Ooh, grandma don't play." Oh my God. They was like, "I was hurting for you." And it was like when she told her to clean up, she was like, "I cleaned up my own room. I cleaned up my whole house when she told her to clean up." And so everybody was like on that, right? And everybody know the girl was mouthing off to her grandma. So she kind of had a verbal lashing coming. So this one little girl was there in the comments, and she's like, I felt for her. She said, because I could see myself being smart at the mouth like this. So this little girl already understands that she got a smart mouth, right? That means that somebody told her she had a smart mouth, and they forgave her repeatedly, hence enabling the behavior. And so now she thinks it's just what I do, right? So she said, I could see me being in this situation, and she was having her version of empathy. And she said, so she's like, oh, but just looking at this, I would just walk out or something. I don't know what she said, but basically she said she would do the same thing. So she felt bad for the girl. And so I know I'm dealing with a little girl already, but this little girl is open enough to recognize her own traits. So maybe she can hear what I'm saying right now. Maybe. Probably not. And I'm gonna address that too. So what I said was, I was like, well, it's just a suggestion. If you can see yourself in this situation because you have a smart mouth and you're aware of it, I was like, you might want to grow up. But that's just a suggestion. Not mandatory. I added all that shit. And of course she came back immediately. Within 5 minutes. Well, she could have done it immediately and I didn't get the notification for a few minutes or whatever. But I knew she wasn't going to be able to just let that sit there. Because the kids on social media feel grown. Because they reach a certain age. When they reach a certain age, they feel like they're grown. So she had to come out and she said, age has nothing to do with it when it's your personality. I was like, this little girl think everything about her personality is going to be the same in even 5 to 10 years. She think that everything about her little hard-headed, soft ass personality is going to be the exact same. That's your first reveal of youth, boo-boo. That's your first reveal of youth. No, your second. Your first one was coming back like that. I got to take more bets on these things. Because I be telling people, and sometimes I have made a good $20 or more than $20. I have made a good more than $20 on making bets on people on YouTube, on social media. I made a couple of bucks here and there off of these misparented goons, man. Yeah, so I was laughing too hard to even respond to her. Because what do I say to that? She's like, your age has nothing to do with it when it's just your personality. Yeah, it's your teenage personality. It's your teenage personality to think it's okay to talk back to your nana who everybody knows will set it off on your monkey ass on live social media if you so come for her on live social media. We all knew that. We all went to watch the video for it. We knew what was good. And this little girl knew it was good because she acknowledged in her comment it was her. And she showed me every bit of it was her. As I knew she was going to reject the whole idea of growing up. If you think you already grown, you got to reject that. Because the concept that you're not finished growing up, it fucks with you for some reason when you're young. When you're older, you understand the full legitimacy of being an eternal student. And when you're wise, you understand that a lot of those teachings coming right from the God in your goddamn self. Because that's what she is. Or he is, if you're a masculine energy. So about these sisters that are cannabis advocates. Okay? Yeah, so in the podcast, they knew nothing. And they were talking in terms of one of them, I think she's a co-founder. She was talking that moldy conversation, y'all. She was saying how you know, people are getting their medicines from molded weed. And she's like, and some people, and getting really sick, you know, people who are going to it to help them, you know, medicinally, are getting sick. And one person even died. I was like, this is the beginning. This is the beginning. Why sisters always got to be easy to be able to be pimped, to share, to divulge someone else's message, to impose someone else's message upon like large bunches of us. And it don't piss me off that they'll do it. It pisses me off that so many sisters buy into it. Like, what the fuck? Just because the Okeydoke is on sale don't mean you need to go get you a bulk of it before the sale goes off. You never used it. It's never been productively useful in your life. Don't start thinking it will now. Just because they said they dressed it up real pretty with some popular shit that they heard is popular in black womanhood. And so they get you with that. That's their bow that they put on it. Oh, what do black bitches like? Yeah, put that on top. Here we come. Like little beavers. No shade to my lesbians. No shade to my dykes. I love y'all. But yeah, like beavers. I want some hamsters. Give me some rabbits. Fucking rabbits. You know I hate those bitches. I hate rabbits. We hop right to it. Yeah, so she put the message out there on her podcast. Not that anybody was listening. Nobody was there. But yeah, put the message out that some, you know, people getting medicine from molded weed are, in fact, out here dying in these streets. So now they will have a way to say, guess what? Weed can kill you. So all these decades, nobody ever died from weed. Now all of a sudden you can die from weed if it's moldy. You think that in all these decades that nobody had molded weed that they was smoking and using and medicating with and worshiping fellowship in the church? Yes, in our ancestors' days, both Native Indian and African, South American, every country in the fucking world, universe. Not universe, but this world. This fucked up world. Just the earth. Just this fucked up world. Now, I don't know what the other ones are going through right now. I wonder if one of them have some species on it that uses their sense of thought, logic, and reason and moral balance to see through bullshit. Like, they don't even care. Like, headlines don't even bother to sound convincing anymore. Like, the people are trained. But y'all don't think that the people gonna notice that? No, they ain't gonna notice. And if somebody does notice and says something, people gonna look at them and be like, they crazy. They just do too much. And keep it pushing. We good. Yeah, tell Chicago that this police car at 1 a.m. on the near west side, somebody broke into the police car, stole it. And then they found the police car, and then at a gas station no less. Then when they found the police car, it had several of the weapons missing, but we're not clear on how many of the weapons were missing. But you just said you have emptied the contents of the vehicle. And so you know what was in the vehicle. And ain't nothing happened to the cop that left his car, that walked away from his car at the gas station. And nobody saw nothing. I started to say on the weekend. You know, because I was like, niggas be out at 1 a.m. on the weekend. But they be out at 1 a.m. in the hood during the week. So you mean to tell me, look, I'm just saying, brothers in the Midwest area, watch your back right now. All I can tell you is don't make it easy for them. And the reason why I say don't make it easy for them, because they going to get whoever they look about to be setting up to get. One or more y'all are in danger. Don't make it easy for them. That's all I got to say. Because they getting ready to set one of you motherfuckers up. Like they got nothing better to do. Maybe a couple of you brothers wasn't looking down and looking all subservient enough when they rolled through. And maybe that offended them and their authority. Well, yeah, so, yeah, back to that. So, yeah, these females were doubling down on this message that medical patients are dying from using medicines made with moldy weed. Bitch, give me your moldy weed. I should be the moldy weed collector of the United States, of the legal United States. I should go legal state to legal state, collect the motherfuckers' moldy weed. I bet you if I was able to have a clinic, I bet you I would save motherfucking lives and cure motherfucking diseases that people claim can be cured. I'm gonna leave that right there, but I almost really did do too much. But yeah, sometimes you don't know what to think. It's just sad. It's sad for the world. It's sad for the world. You make me oh so high. Hey, darling. Yeah. And ooh, I'm really glad I found my lady, Imagine she's so So I have a boatload of stuff, some of which are years old, y'all. Coming off my pack rat-ish. Some of this stuff apparently has an expiration date of a decade. Okay. I remember I had this bullfrog that I used to put in. It has 36 SPF. And I used to put it in my lotion in the summer for protection, sun protection. It was lotiony, now it's liquidy, but I guess after 10 years that would happen. This cheap ass hair color, I thought I would try it. That's not where my patch of snatched edges came from, because this too was years ago. I don't see a date on the box, the outer box, or the packet. Needless to say, I thought I could find some use for this little bottle because I think it's cute. No, girl, don't do it. So I'm putting all this in, I can't throw away the conditioner. I'll use it next time I do my hair. So remember I told you guys I use the cheapest shit ever? But there are conditions under which I use the cheapest shit ever. There's conditions for the conditioner, but not only the conditioner, but for the shampoo and the ACV. And so I have these base tools, base cure-all tools and products that I use for everything. But I use a quality brand for certain things, and I use cheapest shit ever for other things. I'll have to walk you through that at some point. It's not that long of a video, but I think it warrants its own video. I keep that conditioner and the gloves because I can't. Now I have a lot of things that I probably would want to give my nieces. I definitely let them sift through it if they lived closer. Probably should have when they were here, but I didn't. Some of these are nail polish removers. I actually was using this to clean my glass at one point. Yeah, girl, I tried it. I was going through everything. But incidentally, I've invented a product. I guess a GROWNtokes video would be a great way to introduce it to you. I've invented a product that is not only great for keeping your glass clean, it keeps your glass resistant from future staining, and you can use it in your actual glass wares, and it's non-toxic. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I did that. But yeah, I got these nail polish removers. Incidentally, y'all know how we do it. I purple. So I do have my own nail polish remover for emergency use. And I've also had this for, but needless to say, I've had it for years. Hence this dust on the top. Because I go and have my nails did. Oh, here it is. Expires July of 2014. Y'all think I'm lying. I'm not gonna be a hoarder. I'm not. I'm about to be accountable. I'm about to throw away. I always say some things are not worth duping. You just spend the money and get the racist monopoly brand on it until somebody else that you want to support is able to provide the product or service that you need for whatever you need it for. Until then, you're just going to have to spend your money with these people. Sometimes you're going to have to do it. So this wax strip kit, y'all, a couple of y'all was here to see me try that. Garbage. Purple glitter situation. I can never get glitter shadows to work. These are less than a year old. Here's some dark spot corrector with a little pink in it. Hard candy concealer. Heavy duty concealer. But I expect it to be thick. It's kind of liquidy. But I don't know how it should be because I was just getting it to try and do the whole highlight and contour thing. And y'all know I can't do it. I can't do it. So this is what you get. And maybe a little eye decor now and then. It's what you get. Oh, my sister bought me these several years ago. I should keep this. 10. See? That's why I gotta go through these on camera. I can't let go. There's something else I could put in here. I can't let go of that 10. So my sister, one of a jillion things my sister gave me that I can't let go. These I bought. Your grandmother, I'm gonna say grandmother because it's 2017 now, but your grandmother had these. I keep buying these because I keep getting scared they're not gonna make them anymore, because since beauty blenders became a thing. And so whenever I think beauty blenders have taken over such that these will no longer exist, I go and buy one. So when one's gotten dirty, I bought another one. Another one's gotten dirty. I mean, I wash it in between and reuse it, which you can tell by this. That's what happens as you wash and reuse it. But you can use them millions of times, and they're like hypoallergenic. They dry well, like damn near like ShamWow. And yeah, the beauty blenders didn't do anything but copy this design and find a material that did the exact same thing that didn't appear to be as rough, because it's not rough on your skin. Beauty does the same thing as a beauty blender, but I don't need any of these, because on top of these, I actually have multiple beauty blenders. I have all these lippies. I don't know why I continue to buy reds. I don't even wear red lippy. Well, I have a red lipstick, and I only need the one, because it's not often that I'm going to be wearing straight up red. Not often at all. So I could give those to my nieces. More glitter shadows or body art. I don't know what it is. What does it say? I'm pretty sure they're shadows, because it's the same thing that this is, right? Same thing. Here's the booklet from all that bullshit, Meaningful Beauty, which incidentally, a black chick, speaking of supporting businesses, you know, that you want to support, but that also provide the appropriate product or service. It's a black chick that just went out and just straight up copied this stuff. It's called, it might be Meaningful You or something. I don't know. If I run across the, because I recorded the commercial on my camera phone. But if I run across that, I'll show it to you. But yeah, a black chick came out with this bullshit. And yeah, I said bullshit. Don't think that I purchased this shit. I did not. Quite frankly, I'm mad at myself for trying it on my body. Because you can't trust these people. You better do your best to make sure it's someone you might be able to trust before you just go all in and going for the Okeydoke. Buying into that bull. Leave-in conditioner, I had 2 of those. I actually took the cap off of Garnier. This is another. I took a cap off another Garnier, and used that because I like the unscrew and snap caps that you can open and close without taking off a separate cap. I like that. I'm about to keep this for no reason. There's no reason I need to keep that. More with this. See, this says body glitter. That's why I got this confused. But this is definitely glitter shadow. Scrunchies. I got scrunchies I've given up on. Styling gel. I was thinking about trying this with some oil. I might still do that. See? This is why I'm here in front of the camera. I've been said I was going to throw those away. Several eyeliners that I gave up on. Eyeshadow that I gave up on. I got a ton of those. A ton of them. Every color they ever made. This bullshit. I put thermal. This is another of that Peace and Planet green. Don't let them fool you. They're not a organic green or plant-based, plant-friendly company. That's some bullshit. That's because they know people jumping on that bandwagon right now. They were just selling some shit at the time. But don't believe the hype. More makeup. Nude lippy. More glitter. Shadow. Tooth whitener. I just didn't use it because I bought it to use it, but then I know better than anybody what kind of shit people put in shit that they expect you to use on your shit. And I don't know, for something like teeth whitener, you got to use some serious chemical-ish type bleaching substance. And I don't want to put anything in my mouth or use anything. I want to be careful what I ingest. I don't want to go around down in some flat tummy tea and hair affinity because somebody told me that it would fix something. That's not even a fatal disease or anything. That's cosmetic. Yeah. I don't want to be a part of the test dummy sequence. Because that's what they do. They put something out there in the universe, and the first ones to jump on the bandwagon are the test dummies. And y'all get motherfucked. Because y'all are gullible enough to. Y'all already been primed to fall for it. Whatever they make sound good without using your thought process. So then you jump on it, you get screwed, and you got people like, ooh, I'm glad I didn't go for that. I'm glad I didn't. All of these color contacts that I never use. You couldn't even see them. I put them in, but you couldn't even see them. They were a dark green. You can't see them at all now, even through the thing. But they were a dark green. So when I put them in, my eyes looked a dark green, and you couldn't even see it. And as any of you have been with me know, over the course of the last couple of years, or when perimenopausal, when I became perimenopausal, whatever the fuck you call it, before you hit hit the throes of menopause. My eyes have been turning gray. They're like dark gray now. Let me come into you. You guys can see it best when y'all can see it best when I'm doing a get ready with me or some shit. So yeah, I got all these boxes upon boxes of color contacts. Woke as I am, you know I wasn't finna really put nothing in my eye. These are erasers for mechanical pencils. I need to throw them away. But I like these little caps. Why? Why do I like these little containers? I can't throw it away. A couple of highlighters. I should put that in a stack of pens that I have for my sister. My sister collects pens. She's addicted to them, and I be enabling it. Oh, I got 2 purple ones. See how I do? I went to the store, and I was like, I seemed like I would have gotten a purple. I said that to myself. I was like, well, I don't remember having a purple. But it seemed like I would have gotten a purple. I had gotten a purple. And tried it, and failed. Eye masks, under eye masks. Be careful what you get at the dollar store. It's under the vein of the same concept that you can't just go ingesting anything that people say is ingestible. These are really cute. I like to use these to pin down my twist sometimes after I flat twist my hair. You guys have seen me do that. So I hate to throw these away, but I need to. I put them to the side. These I'm not going to throw away, and I'm conscious of not throwing them away because I need them and I will use them. In fact, this is a little, you know, I could find something cuter than this to hold it. I think I have something purple too. There you be. That's cute. I think I would like to see through it though, but that's cool. I could do that. And some of them beet crackers. Kind of good. I mean, they had to grow on me, but they're kind of good. Loving everywhere, so give me the night.
You really don't understand, do you? Hey, man, don't you realize in order for us to make this thing work, man, we've got to get rid of the pimps and the pushers and the prostitutes and then start all over again clean.
Hey, look, nobody's pushing me anyway, okay? I mean, not you, not your cops, nobody, man. I mean, you want to get rid of the pushers, I'll help you. But don't send your people after me.
Oh, come on, John. Can't you see that we can't get rid of one without getting rid of the other? We got to come down on both of them at the same time in order for this whole thing to work.
Hey, look, nobody's closing me out of my business.
Some more lippy. This was more like a balm. It's kind of a good shade of purple though. Was that baby lips? Vanilla sugar. That's all I can make out anymore. That's how old it is. Vanilla sugar. It tastes good. I might put it next to my bed. It feels really moisturizing. I hope that's not one of those that, you know what, it's not worth it. Because if that's one of those those lip balms that felt really moisturizing, but it turned out that they gave me cheilitis, no. Nuh-uh. Nope. Empty, dried out. So at least I actually used this, right? At least I used this before it dried out. Fake Burberry lighter. I'm going to refill that. This was so cute. But I'm not going to do it. I'm throw it away. Oh, it came apart. It just came apart. Meant to throw away. I got a ton of, some more shadow. Paid for some old groceries from old drugstore brush set. More tons and tons. Can y'all hear that? That is a ton of nail polishes and such. And a Yves Saint Laurent package from some bougie lip wear that my sister got for me. And I couldn't throw this away because I felt like y'all couldn't tell me nothing. Because I had a high-end lippy. Boom. Not high-end foundation. Again, I tried it. Why, I don't know, but tried it. This, I should not be throwing away. I should be using that as a highlight. Let me see if it'll work now. I'm not going to turn this into a makeup playing sesh though. Because I don't even know how that would happen. How would that even happen on my channel? How would that even happen over here? I was like, you can't even see anything. But that's how I do makeup, right? I don't wear stuff you can see anyway. So let me go get the big one. Because if this is translucent rather than highlighter, then that's what I use the big stipler for. Yeah. Okay. I'm actually doing good. There's very little I'm keeping. More cheap ass Milani lip wear. This will go what I got on now. It smells like bubblegum. Unless that's unless that's that stuff I just had. I'm not gonna keep it. Nope. I want to keep that. And I also might sell my Milani. This will last you through some everything. Eating and everything. This will last you through eating and drinking and whatever other kind of partying that you got to do. I cannot say that I wasn't very, very, very pleased with them when I first got them. But I kind of regret that I had Mr. spend this kind of money on some makeup when I'm not even really a makeup person. And I'm not pleased with how. It's not how they wear on my lips. I believe it's my lips. This is how I layer these for ombre. So I'm going to use this dark pink. I should use this. But I'm not going to do it. And then I would use this on the inside, but it looks like I am very kind of light pink. So what I would then do is make sure it's mixed well. Come through and give me a chrome dab on the middle. I'm making sure it gets settled where it wants to go because I feel it drying. Okay, maybe I still won't give these up. Because even though I may or may not wear them out, I will put some on just before Mr. comes home so I can smooch all on him instead, but I still have lipstick on. And all you side chick hoes, this is the perfect lippy for you, girl. Yes, you could be out there looking like you the main chick, even though you know in your soul of soul you are the bottom of the gutter. But you can feel like, everybody that look at me, they gonna think I'm the actual woman because they see I'm not ashamed to have my lipstick on. I don't have to hide having lipstick on so it don't get on his clothes, as far as they know. But I know it's just that my stuff doesn't transfer easily, and so So my secret's safe until I get mad because he chose his woman, and then I be threatening to tell him and stuff, to tell her and stuff, cause I ain't shit. So that's eyeliner, deodorant, because I told you I probably haven't posted, but I started using cocoa butter for deodorant, girl. That's another one that should go in my dupes video. I don't know why we don't use basic common sense and deductive reasoning. You could be, you know, everybody act like you're such an amazing thing if you invent something. The best inventions are the simple. Simple inventions that solve a common problem. Y'all know the definition, but do you? Like, do you even pay attention to what that really, anyway. Yeah, some more nail polish, more nail polish. The cutest little portable shadow thingy ever. How cute is that? I'm surprised I don't have any old brushes I need to get rid of. Feel so bad about throwing these away. They're so new. This one's not even open. Hair bands. These things get old and come apart, get brittle so fast. Oh, I'll rest my case. See what just happened? And they're not even like a year old by the time they start doing that. It's some bull. Garbage. Okay, so the stuff I couldn't throw away was just this. This face powder, which does nothing, but for me, that's perfect because I don't really want to have any makeup on. But this probably takes away shine. I'll say it does that. Takes away shine. It's translucent powder. It takes away shine. This because I want to mix it with my infused oil and see if it works as well as Eco Styler gel. It doesn't matter if it does or not because I'm still going to get Eco Styler gel. I'm just being cheap and figure if I can use this rather than just throw it away, why not? I shouldn't, but I'm going to. This, I put my heat protectant in. That's why it says therm. And I like to spray it on my ends before I use any heat if I blow dry. And I also use heat protectant as a natural hairspray because heat protectant works like a freezing gel. Nobody told you that, did they? That's because this is a sesh and I'm dropping gems. My old ass drops gems. That's what I do. That's what I does. And hopefully you just be lucky enough to be one of the ones that be here to catch one, girl. Yes, I be dropping them. See what I just did? The most. Doing the most. But look, see how this got the old school lotion cap here? But I like the ability to just squeeze some out. Don't even match. You can tell that's not even the same color. Oh, it is. It's green. It is the same color. It must have been meant to be. It must have been meant to be. This dehorting thing is a process. I hope I finished at least one of the stories that I started in my 710 session. Damn it. I see you, Angie. I see you, girl. I see you. I hate when Mr. opens bags like this. But it turns out we compromise because he understands why I hate it. What I do is see, eating popcorn like this. You have lipstick everywhere. All on your little hand. All I got on my hand is saliva. And I started to guarantee my hands were clean, but I just been sifting through all this bullshit that's some of which is a decade old, so that would be a lie. Because I got some 8-year-old dust on my hands somewhere. I'll just ingest some cannabis to cancel out all the germs. How about that? How about that? Because Farmco be lying. They be lying. I've been going for an hour. Y'all sick of me. I could probably make this last half a trash. What y'all call them? Empties. Or favorites. No, not favorites. Empties. Except some of it ain't even used. But I need to clear the clutter. I need to clear the clutter. And one of almost every of our... She just takes a few moments to speak on things that need to be spoken on in terms of inspiration. She does what you would expect that a church would do. What a church says it does. Needless to say, she inspires you to address some random shit that is real life shit that happens to everyone every day and pushes you to confront that shit. And that bitch looks in that camera and says, I love you. I can't be feeling like she mean it. She's so loving. She's so loving. I'm gonna stand back though, cause I know one of you sociopaths are gonna try to get in there and take advantage of her kindness and openness, and I'm gonna take it personal, cause I'm starting to feel protective of her, cause I anticipate people pulling on her coattail and trying to ride that ass on the way up, cause she on her way all the way up. She all the way up. But anyway, I'm gonna try not to be too protective, cause just like with Mister, just like with my sister, my place is to inspire them. It is not to interfere with their flexibility to inspire others. So other lives need to be touched by her. And sometimes it's going to be them gutter lives that need to be touched by her. Again, you know, church love to judge, but you're supposed to come to them broken. But that's not what they use those verses for. They use those verses for when they do some fuck shit. Scandalous. Some fuck shit that if they didn't get caught, they wouldn't be as apologetic quite, you know. They wasn't thinking about what they would have to endure if they got caught. But anyway. Then that's when that comes into play. To don't judge them. Don't judge me. Don't throw stones when you live in a glass house. Bitch, I had sense enough not to pay a mortgage on a glass house. I bought a house that could take I want to say it could take a hailstorm, but it didn't. But I didn't buy no house made of no glass. I wasn't dumb enough to do that. Whatever shit you did that you're getting judged on, you evidently did it in the eye of someone other than yourself that could tell people so that people could judge you. And the irony is that person was probably you. You probably posted that shit. That dumb ass shit, that fuck shit, that revealing ass shit that let people know that you ain't shit and you ain't been shit. Some of y'all in the name of story time, you realize that you just reveal your damn self, and at the end of, but the story was so good, you gotta post it. You gotta tell, you gotta share this with people. Gotta tell people what happened. But when you realize it reveals you as an ain't shit individual, at the end of it, you want to come back and say, I didn't post this for y'all to judge me. I posted this, as a cautionary tale. But what you shouldn't do. Bitch, you know nobody didn't come and listen to that and come and watch this scandalous ass clickbait titled ass video to receive a cautionary message to make sure that they don't make whatever mistake this bullshit is you did. That's not why they came. They came because it was a dramatic clickbait ass video about that time that you went to jail, or that you OD, or that your boyfriend, you escaped an abusive relationship. I'm not gonna go there. Because y'all gonna get me with the victim shaming, slut shaming, victim shaming thing. And we're not gonna do that in this video. Y'all can do it some other videos y'all can do it in. And I'm gonna make some more that you can do it in, but it ain't gonna be this one. Okay? We gonna love each other in this video. Okay? So, she's a beautiful example of what to look for. Contrary to a lot of people that look a certain way, that present a certain way, and convince you that they are and live a certain way. She's genuine. That's it. Okay. I spoke my piece. I spoke my piece. She even throws in a few mukbangs in there too. We all do that now, though, don't we? I wish I would have been doing it before everybody else caught on. But I'm sure everybody else wishes that too. So, there's that.